Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome along to my Monday cook along here at Destination Uri. So I'm Aine Boyle from Good Food Nutrition, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make my lovely spiced veggie tagine. Now, a tagine is basically, I think we might have a bit of a problem there on the screen, so not sure if you can see me okay, or if it's kind of slightly, we'll keep going anyway. So yes, a tagine is basically like a posh name, so it's a Moroccan name for like a casserole or a stew. So yeah, I think we've definitely got a bit of a problem with the picture there. With the screen seems to be frozen, so I'm not sure if anybody can actually see it. Okay. I keep talking anyway, hopefully you can still see me. So yes, so our vegetable tagine. So today we're going to be using again a variety of different vegetables. Some of them left over, some of them not left over as well. So as I always say to you, is making use of your leftover stuff from the fridge is really, really important. So today I'm going to be using our red onion. I'm going to be using some of our nice peppers. I think we're definitely frozen on the screen there, so. Not sure if any of you can see me okay. Okay, the video seems to be completely frozen. Okay, should we keep going?
Keep going on you. You're okay. Keep going.
Okay, then. All right. Okay, back to that. I'm going to start again, guys. So, we are making our lovely spiced veggie tagine today. So, a tagine is basically a lovely, as I say, Moroccan type stew. And the reason that it's called a tagine is basically it's to do with the clay dish that they cook their dishes in the oven. So it's basically, you might have seen them in cook stops and TK Maxx and stuff like that. They're basically like a bottom sort of casserole dish and then a big pointed top on them. And the idea is that as they're cooking in the oven, is that the steam is rising up and coming back down to make a really lovely juicy stew. So today I'm going to be using some lovely red peppers, some courgettes, just some normal carrots, because obviously we don't often get to use a lot of carrots in the cookery demos, so I thought I'd use your bulk standard stuff today. And then also as well as a lovely yellow pepper. So again, it's giving lots of really nice colours as well there to the dish as well, and flavour. But it also means as well on a Monday that if your fridge is running low on ingredients, is that again you can just pull whatever's there in the vegetable drawer out. I've also included as well, if you like, some sweet potatoes as well. And if you're cooking with the sweet potatoes, you're just going to cook your tagine slightly longer than normal, okay? And then into that again, because we're going to be meatless today, is that Meatless Monday, I'm going to be using some nice tofu, okay? Now, it's not the most attractive sort of ingredient in the world, but tofu is like a soybean curd, and used in a lot of vegetarian dishes to provide the protein for the dishes. And it's lovely. What we're going to do is we're going to gently fry it off to brown it. And just again to give it a little bit of flavour, but again just to up the amount of protein in there, because again is as per normal, we want to balance out that dish where we have our carbohydrates and our protein as well. And again is you can obviously, is if you're not using the tofu, is stick a bit of chicken in there, even some prawns is beautiful, a little bit of chopped turkey in there, really lovely. But I've also as well is you can see here is I have pre-cooked some green lentils. And I'm just going to add them in as well. What they do is they bulk up the dish really well. They're adding lots of fibre to your dish, but they're also as well adding lots of protein as well. So again, really important that you have your balanced dish with your carbohydrates and your protein in there. If you don't have your protein in there, is you tend to go snacking and looking for stuff very soon after. Lots of lovely spices and stuff in there as well, and I'll explain them as we go through. So, first thing I'm going to do is I am just going to fry off gently a little bit of our tofu, and then I'm going to remove it from the pan, and I'll add it back in again later as well. But we just want to give it a little bit of brownness. So I'm just going to pop on our little casserole pot, and I'm just using like just one of your normal little Le Creuset ones. You can pop them into the oven as well, but they're a great way of making it, cool it straight into the fridge, and then back out again to reheat it again if you're going to serve it for tomorrow. So a little teeny bit of our oil in there, and we're just going to gently heat that to about a medium heat. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of our tofu, probably about half that. Put that to one side. And you'll see there is what I'm going to do is just cut it into little blocks, okay? So you're probably talking about that size, and it's just little blocks in there, and I'll cut them down again, some of the bigger ones. And then what we're going to do is we are just going to brown them off gently, and again that's just going to add a little bit of substance to our meal as well. Just into a couple of little bits here. Tofu is brilliant as well, as you can bake it off in the oven as well, as you can use it in your stir fries as well. It's one of those very, very versatile ingredients, and it's pretty cheap as well. A little goes a long way. You can also as well is bread it up just like you would sort of chicken goujons as well, and you can gently fry them off as well. Great alternative to your meat. Now, let me just get myself a little spatula, making sure at the end of our pot there, a good dose of oil in it. Get a bit of heat going. And what we're going to do is, we're just going to tip in our tofu, okay? And we're just going to let that, making sure it's just on one level in there. And then we're just going to let that brown gently, okay? And then I will take it out just to leave it aside and then put it back in again as we cut to shape, okay? So, let me just take loose and stuff out. Okay, for our vegetables, we're going to be using about half a red onion. So again, for your onion, is you're just slicing it nice and finely, and that's going to go in a couple of minutes when the tofu comes out. We're going to go in with some carrots. We're just going to top and tail them. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut them on the angle nice and thin, okay? So this would be lovely as well if you have some leftover roast vegetables as well. Really, really tasty. So nice thin strips of our carrots. We'll go in with a second one because these are really nice little small carrots. So they'll cook nice and quickly as well. And again, just slicing them on the angle nice and thinly. And push them to one side. Now, don't forget about your tofu here, is give it a little stir around. And all we want to do is literally just brown it a little bit, okay? So that is going to be coming out very, very soon. I mean, you can eat this, I eat this raw as well, which, I mean, if you just want to warm it through, it takes 1 or 2 minutes. It's very, very quick to heat through. So we'll give that another second there, and we'll just continue on with our veg prep. So here we have just our courgette. So again, we're going to top and tail that. And I am just going to cut that down the middle. So again, just lengthwise. And that is just for, you know, quick cooking as well, speed. And then just cutting it on the diagonal again. But I mean, you don't have to worry too much about sort of your cutting skills as well. Is it's a tagine or a stew, so anything really goes. So again, on the other side, it's just cutting it again, not too big slices. I'll show you what I mean by these. So you're talking probably about that size. And again, just go back here to your tofu, and this is about ready to take out. So we're just going to spoon this out onto a plate, and that's just got a nice little bit of colour on the outside. Okay. And in there, I'm just going to add another little bit of our oil. Give that a mix around there just to coat the bottom of your pan. Now, keeping your pan like a nice low to medium heat as well. And into that, we're just going to go with some of our veg. So we have our onions, we have our carrots, we have our courgette in there. And these, again, is because they're cut nice and small, they're not going to take too long to cook. Okay. Give that a nice little mix around there. And then I'm going to go in with a bit of our peppers as well. So this is one of those, it's a really cheap meal to make as well, for a excuse me, for a family as well. So we're going to take a little bit of our red pepper and a little bit of our yellow pepper as well. And again, just nice big chunks are going in. So don't be too worried about how you're cutting it. And the same for the yellow. We're just going to pop them straight into the pan. Okay, give everything a good mix around there. And we're just going to let that gently cook off for a couple of minutes, okay? So into that, I'm just going to add a nice little pinch of our lovely pink Himalayan salt, which is my mainstay in my kitchen. Again, full of your minerals as well. I'm actually really, really good for you. In with a little bit of our black pepper. A good grinding. I love my black pepper, but again, it gives such a lovely flavour to the dishes as well. And again, just move everything around that pan there for a second. Now, you're only going to gently cook things off, okay? And by the time it's actually finished cooking, you will still have a lovely bite of those vegetables as well. Is a bit like, as I would always say, is leaving that little Italian al dente in there. And it just means that you're not eating salty veg, which is really important, because I don't think any of us really enjoy that. Yeah, just making sure you have enough. You're just going to add another teeny little bit of oil just to the bottom of the pan here, because there's quite a lot of veg in there. And again, you can use sort of olive oil as well if you like, instead of coconut oil, totally up to yourself as well. We'll give that about another minute in there, and then we're going to add in the other ingredients. So what I'm just going to do is, just while that's cooking, I'm just going to add in another little bit of pepper, because again, just bulking it up. So I'm just going to get rid of the extra pepper there, and add in a couple more chunks. And the peppers, really, they're going to cook so quickly anyway. That's not really going to matter when they go in. Now that is looking absolutely lovely in there. And while that's cooking away, I'm just going to prepare, can't speak today, just going to prepare 2 cloves of garlic, and that's going to start the real flavour to our tagine as well. So again, just taking 2 nice big fat cloves, and we're just going to remove the skins on those. And again, just as per normal, just pressing down on the cloves and just pulling the skins off here. That's it, get rid of those. And just keep going back here and keep just moving your vegetables around the pan as well. Okay. And we just take the second skins off here, the garlic. And then just nice and finely, we're just going to cut it down, okay? So again, pressing down, and then just nice and finely chopping it down. And the same on the other one. It's just nice and finely. Now again, as per normal, we're not going to put the garlic in yet, simply because we don't want that to burn on the end of the pan. Now, that is lovely. I'm just going to give you a little look at this. Just what this looks like. I'm not burn my hands. And you can see there is that you've got all those beautiful colours there, just kind of gently sauteing or gently frying, okay? And all that's doing is, as the outside is kind of catching on the pan, it's caramelising the outside to give it a bit of flavour, but it's also as well, it's just taking that sort of rawness off it as well, okay? Now, we're going to start to build up the flavours in there with some of the spices we're using. So, we're going to be using half a teaspoon of our ground coriander. So that is our beautiful Indian spice, just lovely. There's almost like a sweetness to it, just gorgeous. So about half a teaspoon of that, just over the top. We are going to go in with half a teaspoon of our ground cumin, one of my favourites, and it literally gets used in everything, including my chili and everything. We'll put another little bit in. And then we're going to go in as well with a little bit of our chipotle sort of paste. So I'm just going to give that a little stir around there to get that flavour starting. And that is already smelling wonderful. So in we're going to go now with 1 teaspoon of our chipotle, whichever way you want to say it, chipotle paste. So about that. And that is going to give a bit of heat. So we're going to find is that the chipotle is like mainly chilies and tomato and cumin and stuff like that, but it gives a good bit of heat in there as well. So again, just mix that around. And also as well, because there's paprika in there, it's got that lovely smoky flavour as well. And it's smelling absolutely gorgeous. And then what I'm going to do is go in with my garlic. So that's my 2 cloves of garlic. In we go there. Give it a little bit of a mix around. And at this point is boil your kettle up as well behind you, because you're going to be adding a little bit of boiling water as well there, just to create a little bit of a sauce as well. Now these again is, you'll notice from all the videos is that I tend to use, very similar herbs and spices and stuff as well. So they're budget friendly as well for families. It means that you're not buying spices or ingredients that really you only use once. I am always using them over and over again. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go in with a little bit of our honey, just a little tiny teaspoon. And our honey is really used like in Moroccan flavours. They tend to always have a little bit of sweetness there as well. They will also as well add things like, your dried fruit, your dates, your apricots as well. And again, they're all just to add that depth of flavour and sweetness there as well. Now, into here, we are going to go with about half a tin of our tomatoes. That should be enough. And what I'm just going to do there is, again, just using the back of a fork, is just mash down those tomatoes just to get more of a paste. You can, of course, use passata if you like, but I tend to find sometimes the passata is very overpowering in these dishes, because it's concentrated and it's the sieved tomatoes, it's a very strong taste, I find. So I just prefer the tinned tomato. So I'm just, with the fork, is just breaking down those tomatoes and then giving it all a bit of a stir. And of course you can use, if you like, your just chopped tomatoes, absolutely fine. So again, just give that bit of a mix around there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little bit of boiling water in there, just to bring up a little bit more paste. And that's starting to come up to sort of bubble in there, and it's absolutely, the colours in there are wonderful, wonderful. Yeah. And then what I'm going to do is, that's going to take no time at all to cook. It's probably going to take about maybe 4 or 5 minutes to cook. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to add back in our sort of gently sort of brown tofu. Give that a really good mix around there. Just you want that tofu coated in all of those lovely spices. And then we're going to add in a little bit of our lentils as well. Now on your recipe, I've said chickpeas. I might have added in chickpeas or beans, but of course it's whatever's in your cupboard. I have no chickpeas today, and I'm actually out of all my beans. So instead I cooked up some pre-lentils earlier on, and pre-lentils are lovely. Really lovely flavour to them as well. But again, they just bulk up that dish. So I'm actually going to go in with a few tablespoons of this. And again, as I say, this is adding the protein content to your dishes. So you want to make sure that you definitely have your dishes balanced, but also as well as huge amounts of fibre and vitamins in there as well. So just give that a bit of a mix around. That's it. Oh, the colour in there is just beautiful. So I'm just going to push everything underneath the liquid. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the lid on for a few minutes. I'll leave part of it off. And I want that to just start bubbling and cooking away. So it's going to take a couple of minutes. And I'm just going to get rid of a few little bits here. Okay, get myself a bowl as well for serving it. So I'm also going to be adding at the end is some lovely fresh coriander as well. Very popular in these type of dishes. But again, as I'm going to say, the herbs add loads of flavour, but they're wonderful for your digestive health as well. And the coriander, again, really, really good for digestive health. So never be afraid to kind of use, even the dried herbs, they all have their health benefits as well. Now, in terms of your tofu, as I say, as a substitute, really, it's not to everybody's taste. Excuse me. Definitely not to everybody's taste. And it really does differ sort of which one you use. Some of them you get, they're very, very spongy. They're not for me, I have to say. But this one here, which is made by the Tofu Company, I find it's an organic tofu as well. So you know there's no nasties in there. So if you are buying your tofu or anything like that, make sure it just contains the bare ingredients, because there's a lot of products, a lot of junk in them which you don't want. So what you can do with that is you literally can substitute that for anything, any of your meat. You know, if you are making things like, as I say, stir fry, it's absolutely wonderful in like a Thai green curry or a Thai red curry as well. But I would say to you is do what I did earlier on, in that you are just browning it off gently as well, because you're sealing in the outside as well, and it should stop it from sort of falling apart in the dishes as well. But it's really, really nice. There's a nice sort of gentle flavour to it as well, but it is inoffensive and it is phenomenally good for you in terms of high protein count as well. Easy way to get it in as well. And then what we're going to be doing at the end as well is I've got some lovely flaked almonds here, you can see as well. And I'm just going to add them to the top. If you want to, of course you can toast them off as well. But again, is very common in Moroccan dishes where they have like toasted nuts and stuff. They use a lot of nuts being toasted in their cooking, in their desserts as well, okay? And again, it just gives that other depth of flavour as well. Again, your nuts are your protein as well. So again, you are, you know, if there's no meat in there, you're still increasing the protein content as well. Now, we're just going to give all this a really good mix around. I'm going to give it another few minutes as well, because I want those veg to cook down really nicely. And then I'm just going to get myself a little bit of our coriander to prepare for it. So we want to make a nice little bunch there on the side. And I'm just going to give that a little bit of a chop down. So hopefully you can all see that okay. And we'll just chop that down to sprinkle over the top. Okay. So hopefully some of you have been making some of the recipes I put up as well. And yes, I'm hoping to do now a few more sort of baked recipes. Again, you know, I have to think about time-wise as well in these slots as well. But if there's anything you want to see or anything you would like to see made, is drop me a little note there or pop a comment underneath the video asking to see if we can make them or whatever. So I'm hoping to get some nice quick baked recipes on the go as well, because I know the dinners and all are handy, but I do know as well is that sometimes people love just getting into the kitchen for doing a bit of baking as well. And that's why I kind of included last week we did the homemade chocolate hobnobs. So they seem to have gone down very well as well. So if there's anything you would like to see, get in touch. Drop a comment underneath the video, or by all means, you can send me a private message as well, and I'll do my best to accommodate it. Now, this is looking absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful colours in there. We'll give that another minute or so, and then we get ready to start that. So what I'm just going to do is get ourselves a nice bowl here. Now, this is one is that you could serve with some lovely crusty bread. Okay, you can also, if you're leaving out the lentils, you can serve it with like couscous. You can serve it with bulgur wheat. You can serve it with some quinoa as well. What I find by cooking it this way is that everything's in one pot, so you don't have a kitchen that's absolutely in bits with dishes everywhere. You're making it, you're cooking it in the one pot, and you're serving it in the one pot. So to me, it's a win-win in terms of the dishes as well. And it actually looks really nice in the centre of the table. So you could team it up with a few different things, some nice fresh crusty bread, maybe a nice couscous salad as well in there. Totally up to yourself. Even if you wanted, if you're adding more meat to it and less vegetables, you could on the side actually just have some nice roast veg. And again, that's just bulking it up. But there's a fair bit of meat in it because of the tofu and also because of the lentils as well. Now, I think this is just about ready to come off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to taste it, very importantly first. Let's have a little spoon. And we'll just see if it needs any more salt and pepper in there. Oh, that's lovely. Absolutely lovely. You've got that kick from the chipotle sauce as well. Another little tip as well is that if you want to add a different type of flavour, but again it has that chili edge to it as well, is lovely rose harissa paste is lovely as well. So you can get harissa paste or rose harissa paste. And you can find them generally in the supermarkets. It's kind of like on the special style. Normally where you'll find like maybe the Japanese food or the specialist olive oils as well. It's beautiful to be used in a lot of things. It even works lovely if you just roast off meat as well. Now, we're just going to get this into our bowl here. Spoon a few bits in. So already beautiful, a really smoky flavour in it. Again, that's coming from the chipotle and it's coming from the paprika inside it as well. So just get plenty of those lovely juicy veg in there. And if you're cooking this and you're putting something like in it, obviously you can use lamb as well in it, is that you can cook it off as is, and then if you're cooking something like slow cooked meat like your lamb, pop it in the oven at about 180 for about an hour and probably about an hour and 15, an hour and a half. And again, you'll have really succulent lamb as well going with it. So it doesn't have to be vegetarian. It doesn't have to, always contain chicken or turkey. You can obviously go for your red meats as well. So we're just going to get another little spoonful of this. This is just, oh my gosh, it's smelling beautiful. But it's the colours as well, and that's what I love sort of when you're doing the vegetarian dishes, is you have all those beautiful colours as well. Just get another couple of peppers on the top. Just lovely. Wonderful. Now, give that a bit of a clean up. I'm just going to sprinkle on some coriander. So guys, apologies for the technical hitch in the beginning. Not sure what happened, but I think it's obviously the Wi-Fi connection from my house was just causing everything to go a bit mayhem. So apologies about that. I think I was standing staring into space for quite a while. So yes, so we'll try and get that fixed for the next time, but unfortunately it's something we can't control. So over we go with a little bit of our lovely sprinkled coriander. Oh, this just looks wonderful. And then I'm going to go in with our lovely sliced almonds as well to give another little bit of crunch. So again, just a couple of them. You don't need many. Or what's lovely in here is a few little chopped dates or a few chopped apricots as well. Really delicious. So again, over the top. Oh, that just looks beautiful. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you close up to the camera now what that looks like, so you can get a good look at it as well. So you can see there, so quickly and so easy, is my spicy veg veggie tagine made so quickly. And again, as I say, is you decide what you want to put into it. That is your basic recipe. But by all means, is that feel free to substitute your chicken, your turkey in there, or as I say, if you're cooking it slow cooked, nice little bit of lamb in there, brown it off first, and then when you get to this stage, just pop it into the oven for about an hour and a half at 180 degrees. Make sure you keep stirring it if you're putting it in the oven, and make sure that it doesn't go dry, and adding in a little bit of stock as well. So guys, thank you so much. That is my spicy veggie tagine on a Monday afternoon. And thank you so much for joining in, and I will see you all on Friday afternoon again at 3 o'clock for more weekend cooking. Thanks so much, everybody. Take care.